Hey everybody, Stippling Vaughn, and you can tell from the background noise that we are at our local bar. And it's just Saturday, and working away on this piece, which is Gary Shipman's Mouse of Might. It's available on Indiegogo. This is the third volume. So he has a fan art contest available, so I'm working on that. So really going to town on it. I'm going to have to stop working on this soon, and my videos are going to be, only time I'm working on this might be when I'm doing the videos. Reason being is because he has this campaign going on, and he has available for people to take part in this art contest. But Irene had hit 100,000, and with hitting 100,000, she announced she has a fan art contest. The winner gets their piece in the book. They also get money, which is always good. So she has a tighter deadline. This one here, I looked and I did not see a deadline for Gary's art contest submission. So she does have a deadline, and her deadline is 31st of October. So that, on top of the other piece I have to work on, which is this commission for the U.S. Bell Map. One of these days, as I'm working on that one, I will show it to you in detail. That one is a commission, and it's due on the 10th of October. So we got a lot going on here. We got this piece I'm working on, which I have to go in the back burner because it doesn't have a distinct deadline, whereas the commission has a deadline, and Renee has a deadline of the 31st. And so because she's got a tighter deadline, and I have a piece, I'm going to be doing a piece on it. A lot of people are already showing their pencils that they're going to do for their piece. I can't phone it in. You just can't. When Shane Davis had his art contest, he had a tight deadline, and to meet that deadline, I did a subpar piece. And I'm not going to do that now. I don't like that piece. I don't like showing it off. You'd have to really search through Twitter to find it. And like I said, I just don't like it. So we're going to have to really get to work on it, because I really want to do a really good piece for Irene, especially for her campaign on fire. I really want to have a good piece for her to see. And here's where I think it was smart for her to release, like, because a lot of times they say that when you have, right after your initial launch, as they say, you get a big push right at the very beginning, and then it's a game of inches, and you go backer by backer. You'll do streaming for like a whole week straight, and now you might get like 1 or 2 backers, as opposed to you got a couple hundred thousand, you got like 1,000 backers or a couple hundred backers the first weekend. So her doing this, I thought, was very smart, because what she's going to do is she's going, by having this art campaign and announcing it so early in the campaign while she's campaigning, it gives her the ability to generate even more enthusiasm by highlighting it at people's work and sharing it as she streams. That's going to generate more enthusiasm. More importantly, the people who are taking part in the program, who are taking part in the contest, they're going to be sharing the campaign more. So as a result, I need to get working on the pencils on top of everything else I'm doing. So got a lot of work ahead of me. So, and as you can see, I'm just like working on the mouse itself. So And Lopresti, like I said, he's doing very well. Finally got in. I was so excited for him to finally get on Michael Bancroft's show. And Andy Smith, he was also, I think it was Thursday night. He was on Michael Bancroft's show, and not just him being on Michael Bancroft's show. Dennis was also on the show along with him, and which again was good because Dennis apparently is doing a lot of the story, and so Dennis was really able to be a part of the interview and the show, explaining what he's contributing to this, and they really without giving away the story, they went much farther into what they're doing with the book and the characters, and so that was really nice to see Dennis being in the show. I'm a big supporter of Michael Bancroft and what he brings to Comicsgate, and he doesn't do a whole lot of streaming now. He does a lot of draw streams, and so I always liked Michael. I thought one of his talents was really highlighting campaigns on his show for people to be made aware of major campaigns and minor campaigns. And that's one of the biggest things I love about Comicsgate is you have the ability to be made aware of smaller campaigns, such as this one I'm working on right here, the Titan, the Mouse of Might. So, but no, right, with Rainey having our art contest so early on, what it's doing is she has the ability to really keep the enthusiasm for the show or for the campaign high, because she'll be excited with all the fan pieces coming in. Gives her a means to highlight and promote her book while at the same time showing off all this artwork that's coming in. We'll move up here for a little bit. So let's see here. That should be good. So, but yeah, so it was Andy Smith, Aaron Lopresti, and Rainey are all launching campaigns. Again, I don't remember if it was last night or the night before. Ethan did a stream showing off he's got his actual action figures in, and he's going about how they're actually still doing tweaks to it so that the action figures are the best they can possibly be. Really liked how he was showing all the points of articulation and all the work going into it. Again, I don't normally watch Ethan by himself. But this was one, since I figured made it seem in the headline for this stream that it was just talking about the toys. So I gave it a shot, and it is, and he's generating excitement. He's already said that I think he's going to do well by now that he has the toys in. They can actually show what the toys are going to look like. I think he's going to be doing much better with a second chance campaign. The only thing he hasn't said anything about, which I'd like to know, is whether the containers that the blister package that the action figure will come in, whether it is going to be a blister pack you have to tear open, or whether it is one that you can simply open up and then reseal. So, but he's doing well. And lastly, we'll talk about Scott Kurtz. And I think Scott Kurtz is really, I feel sad. I feel bad for him because he's attacking creators just because they're Comicsgate, not realizing that he's being short-sighted And he's not realizing that Comicsgate and Comicsgate creators are a resource that he's turning his back on. Instead of, he decided to try to get like Aaron kicked out of Rose City Con, and maybe he'll succeed that Aaron won't be invited next year. But as even Aaron put it, he's one of those where it's like, I make more money online streaming selling artwork than going to shows. And I think even now, especially with them, he was saying how he has a Patreon. Well, guess what? They're doing articles about how Patreon is not sustainable, and as a result, it's going to go away soon. Patreon won't be around, so you're going to need the income from utilizing YouTube with live streaming, having videos for views. He's really, in my opinion, he's kind of shooting himself in the foot. I'm not short-sighted. That's like one of those like, ooh, the Comicsgate guys are bad and evil. No, Comicsgate keeps growing. Campaigns are doing better and better. There's more and more success with these campaigns. It's a resource that you could utilize, especially if you're an independent creator. Okay? So I look at it and I'm like, dude, you're closing the door on a great resource. And he closed the door on me. He was when he stated how like comics are for everyone, but not Comicsgate. And it's like, first of all, he's contradicting himself, and two, right off the bat, all I said to him was, Comicsgate has a place for everyone, even if you feel you don't have a place. And he turned around and just blocked me right off the bat. Like, I don't feel I said anything wrong, but he didn't like what he said, so he decided to block me so he can only hear what he wants to hear. So that's called an echo chamber. Okay, you're not going to grow. You're not going to, and that's where we have too many people. It's like, oh, I don't like what you said. I'm going to cut you. I'm going to block you. Well, you really shouldn't. No one should be blocking anybody, because you're robbing yourself of getting a opinion that may very well differ from you, but you gotta at least respect the fact that they have the right to their opinion and to express that opinion. And for him, the way he's doing, trying to say like, hey, Rose City Comic Con, you made a mistake, you shouldn't have him at your shows anymore. Again, it's really sad. So that's Tighten the Mouse. Like I said, I'm looking forward to doing the Rainy piece. I should start the pencils on that soon. And until then, once I'm done making this video, I'll be switching over to the Belknap. My goal for today is to get the water done on the Belknap, and then after I've gotten the water done, to go on and start working on the hull of the Belknap, and then as I'm working on the hull, I'll work on the towers and the antennas and the superstructure. Hopefully I can get that done pretty quickly. My anticipation is to get a lot done over the course of this weekend. Maybe tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll make a video working on the Belknap so you guys can see it. So, and what I'll do is I will look up some research on the Belknap, because it has an interesting history, and talk about the Belknap as I'm inking it, so that way you can learn about one of the ships that defended our great nation. So I'm going to keep working. I'm going to switch over to the Belknap. So you guys have a great day, and remember, life is stressful. That's why you take it all one dot at a time.